Hello and welcome, I'm Tim and this is SV Paquita. And as we leave, we're leaving beautiful Corfu. And we had a hell of a night last night. Oh my God, it was nasty. Waves are coming over the dock. You saw some of that, but I think it got worse later on. It died off around 9 o'clock and then it went and around midnight it got bad again. And then it got bad again at 3 in the morning. But we're sailing just on the Genoa, and if you look over here, you'll see that the wind is just about dead astern of us, and it's even on this side. It was on the other side, so that's why I put the sail over here on the port side of the boat. But it's moved, and before I move it to the other side, I want to make sure that it stays that way. This guy up ahead of us over here, he too is on a port tack, so he's doing, port tack, so he's doing the same thing. I guess it's not real, I don't know if it's a port tack and it's behind you, but it's coming, but he has a sail off to the port side, but he's at a different angle. And if you look over here, this is him. The triangles represent AIS targets, and the dots represent radar targets. You can see he's green right now, and that means that he is pulling away from us, so he's going faster than we are. And that's good, so I don't have to change course or anything like that. He's taken off, but we can do a couple things here. If we click on him like this, let me go over here like this, and we go to AIS vessel. It says his name, Tindra. It says his MMI, his call sign, how big he is, and he's making 5.7 knots, where we're only making 5 knots. So good on him. I think that's because he's at a better angle than we are. But anyway, that's how that works. Then you can also do something where if you have a target that you don't have, if there's a target that you don't have an AIS lock on, like see this guy over here, it's showing his AIS just behind him, and that's just because the AIS is a little late. The radar is actual what's happening in the AIS targets the last time he responded there. But we can click on him and acquire a target without an AIS thing. Assuming he didn't have AIS, and it will get a target. It'll through trigonometry, it does what we used to have to do every 5 years to get our radar endorsement by doing a whole lot of radar plotting and trigonometry. Okay, so the head sail's going crazy. You can see the winds over there. I'm going to come over 5 degrees off course, maybe a couple more, and see if I can get some more wind on that side. There we go. That's helping us a little bit more. Oh, we're doing 5.5 now. Okay, so now you see how that dot is it's made a circle, and it also is flashing red. So we can go back to here, click over here, go to MARPA target, and it shows the same thing. Now it has him going at 3.5 knots, but that's just because it's done a quick fix. The longer it stays there, the more accurate that will become. So we can close that. So I just wanted to show you that. Kind of cool. Anyway, we are going to a group of islands. Let me make sure everything's cool up there. Everything seems all right. Oh God, we're doing 6.1 now. But here's my other chart plotter. And if I show you this is Corfu. That's where we were. And we're going about 20 miles down here to this group of islands. And we should be able to come in here like this and come over here and they say that when you read all the stuff about this, there's a ton of room for a ton of boats, and we can all go in there and be protected and maybe get some good sleep, because we certainly didn't get it last night. But let me spin this around. Let me go like this. There we go. I'm feeling super lucky because I had to pay the Marina fee, which was only well, it's supposed to be $45 a night, but I think they charged me $50 a night. The guy who was coming to get cash, so maybe he put a few euros in his pocket. I don't know. It's fine. It's still a deal. Anyway, he came by this morning. The office wasn't going to open until 10:30, and I think it still does. I wanted to get out of there as soon as possible because remember the wind was blowing out of the southeast, and it's going to switch out to the northwest. And that would make getting out of there difficult. And if the anchor got caught in the chain, it would make that more difficult. And plus, I'd like to get out here. Now that I'm out here, if the wind really starts blowing, I can deal with it a lot better than I could down in, tucked in underneath there with the crazy winds coming off of the mountain. So I'm all happy that the guy showed up at 10 o'clock looking for cash. So I gave him the cash. He gave me a receipt. If the office says, hey, where'd you go? I said, I got a receipt right in my pocket. Here it is. So I'm feeling really lucky, and it's paying off because right now, well, we had 13 knots of wind. Now we have 15 knots, and we're doing 6.5. So we are moving right along. So for all the haters out there that always say I motor everywhere, and I do. I motor a lot of places, but I also go a lot of places. But no motoring today. So something interesting happened last night. The wind was supposed to change around 7 to 9 in the morning and come out of the north, but it happened earlier than that. I got up at 6, and the wind had already started blowing us onto the dock. Luckily, see these fenders? I have them tucked up here, but normally they hang down there. And this one over here, you can see I spliced all this up, but look at this. It came under such a load last night. So at some point, it took all the twist out of the line. So I kind of got beat up. This one did fine, but anyway, good. Rather have that happen than something happened to Paquita. So we got out of there unscathed. Thank God. We hauled up the anchor. I thought I was going to be into that chain that I was telling you about. We helped the other people out with who got a whole ball of chain in their anchor. I was worried I might get one of my neighbors changed in the anchor and all that. Didn't get any of that. Just got a whole bunch of mud because we had dug in pretty good. But I'm feeling so happy that I don't have to worry about the anchor dragging and having us crash into the quay behind us. But we're doing 6.24 now. So we are cruising. Life is good. And at this rate right here, it says we're going to get in there at 1:30. It's just let you know, it's 10:43 right now. So at this rate, we should get there at 1:30. So I'm thinking like 2 o'clock because we probably, well, I don't know, the wind might actually continue to build. And once we get down there, we'll duck around the island and hopefully catch some lee. But that's it. And thank you so much for everyone that said a prayer for us and sent us some loves, some good vibes and all that. And, very much appreciated. Bob and Kieran came over last night, and we had, I don't know, I think I said this in the last video. I made a chili, but I didn't have any. I had to be like a sailboat chili. I had to put everything together because we didn't have anything. Didn't have any red beans. Didn't have any hamburger. So I had some Greek sausage, and I opened up the casing and, made it look like hamburger. And then I browned that up with some onion and some garlic. And then I had 2 cans of black beans and 2 cans of chickpeas, some jalapenos, and some, seasoning for, chili seasoning and stuff like that. And oh my God, it came out great. I was so happy. I thought it was going to be terrible. But anyway, the boys came over. Owen spent the night with his girlfriend who got in late at the airport, so they were going to spend the night in the Airbnb. When they show up, right now I imagine Bob and Kieran want to go, but they're just waiting on Owen and his girlfriend to show up because the longer they wait, the more the wind's going to build. So hopefully they'll get going. But anyway, yeah, we watched a couple movies last night. Had some good times, and it all while we were on anchor watch. Although we technically, I guess we were at anchor because the anchor was out, but tied to the dock. But oh my God, what a night! And we saved a couple boats. I'm amazed. So tell me, is it everybody or is it just the people here? Because this is a thing I haven't seen. I've seen people with very nice boats that just come up, throw the anchor down, tie it up, and they walk away. And apparently they get an Airbnb because they know they're going to be beat up like we were all night. So they just leave. And I'm like, wow, you got a $2 million boat or you got a $500,000 boat, depending on which boat it is. They just walk away. So we were out there in the pouring rain trying to switch lines. They were chafing and all this sort of stuff. And then one of them had a gangplank, to walk out there. I think they call it a parasail or something like that, parasail, where they walk off the transom onto the dock. And the waves came over and it wasn't tied down and it washed away. Then Bob actually found it on the other side of the cove and picked it up and brought it back and tied it back for him. But yeah, no, it's interesting how some people just. I mean, I'm not talking bad about them. I'm just saying it's something that I wish I was that relaxed. Maybe I wish I had that much faith in insurance or something. Maybe it's the end of the season. They don't care. I don't know. Uh-oh. Getting back to wind up here again. Anyway, that's about it. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh, look at that poor head sail going crazy because the angle is wrong. But thank you so much for watching. Take care. Be safe. And as always, I'll see you on the one.